Hi, hello there. Hello and welcome to the LEGO Dreams tier list, the Dreams character tier list more specifically. Today we will be looking at my favorite part of any LEGO show, probably, which is the characters, because I need to talk about Dreams. I need to talk about these people, and I think the best way to do that is through a tier list, because the segues are all made for me. I don't have to justify moving from one topic to the next. I'm really bad at that. So anyway, here's my tier list. We are in Microsoft Paint today. I will explain these tiers and what they mean to me. So here is the top tier. This is personal faves. These are my favorite characters, and they're not for everyone. They're not gonna be everyone's faves, and I'm okay with that. They're my favorites. The next tier is has the vibes, which means I get them. I get this character. I like this character. I'm vibing with them. You know, they're good. They're solid. Good character. You were good. I'm waiting for you to be great. Now that is a direct quote from a Dance Moms clip, and Dance Moms is problematic. I don't even watch that show. I just like the clip. That one clip expresses how I feel about quite a few characters, because they're alright, but I'm waiting for them to be good. To be really good, you know. Next tier is Nothing Burger. These are for the characters that are giving nothing. They do not have a vibe. I am not vibing, but I don't dislike them enough to actively dislike them. I'm just neutral on their existence. I don't like them sad face tier. Now, this one is for the characters that I actively do not like. And the sad face is there because I wish I could like these characters. Because when I go into a piece of media, I want to like everyone, you know? But sometimes things happen, you don't vibe with a character, and you gotta put them in sad face tier. So, with that all being said, I think it is time to get into the tier listing. Here's our first one. Matteo hours. My mouse is lagging. Oh my. Matteo. He's an interesting character. I think it is a good decision to have an actually introverted and shy LEGO protagonist. Because most LEGO protagonists are pretty outgoing, like Kai. I mean, there's Laval, he's outgoing. Clay is kind of outgoing, he's an ambivert. The only one who I can remember being explicitly characterized as shy before Matteo is the Kama, so yeah. we were in need of another introvert, I think. And he is a good character. I think he is well characterized. He is pretty well voiced. I like his voice a lot. He's kind of got some flaws though in his writing. I don't like what they did with him at the end of the series. He was going through something. It did not make sense to me. Maybe I just need to rewatch it, but I'm not rewatching LEGO Dreams. I'm not doing this to myself. So yeah, I think he's a good character. I like that we get to see his art. He draws, he's an artist, so we get to see his art. I think that's really cool. I think his design is pretty good. Overall, he was good, but I'm waiting for him to be great. He's grabbed me, he is compelling, but I'm just waiting for him to be outstanding, you know? Next up, Izzy. We got Izzy. Obviously, the sibling to Matteo. Why is the image squished like that? So, here's Izzy. Spoilers. Right next to her brother. She was good. I'm waiting for her to be great. She has a very strong personality, very strong design. I think she's a little cringe at times, but also she is like 12, so I forgive her. I think her relationship with Matteo is good. They have a good sibling chemistry going on here. I think she just needs more time in the spotlight because there's obviously interesting things to be done with her, especially with like her relationship to her mom. But like, it kind of gets mentioned a little bit and then like never talked about again. Like, I don't know, I feel like she could be good if she was given a little more focus. That's my Izzy hot take. Could be good, she needs more time. We're just gonna get this out of the way. Zoe. You know, they were trying to do stuff with her. She had a lot going on, but at the same time, like, she has no vibes. I'm getting nothing from this character. I get nothing out of seeing her on screen. She does not do anything to further the Dream Chasers' dynamic with each other. She's just kind of there. And like, I know that's mean because she like gets some of the most focus and character development throughout the series, but like, she's just kind of boring. I don't know, man. Like, her design is good and her character in concept is good. I just feel like she doesn't have much spice to her. Like she's very predictable as a character. I feel like she needs an edge. Nothing about her grabs me particularly, and it's sad. I wish I was grabbed. Okay, we're getting into the good ones. We're getting into the good ones. Cooper, we got Cooper. So Cooper. Oh my god. He's got the vibes. He's got the vibes. He's just so nice. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like Cooper is a character that a lot of people would think he's really boring. And I respect that opinion. I totally understand why people would think he's really boring. But I just really like him. Like, I think his design is good. I think the performance is good. Like, his personality and his character development were consistent, and I think there's a lot that we can do with Cooper. And he just had some really cute moments that just made me really like him as a character. And I don't know, I'm just really partial to him. He's just sweet. He's just nice, you know. When you see him on screen, you know he's just gonna be a nice force in that scene. And that's a good thing. We need a comfort. I need a comfort while watching Dreams. Alright, it's Logan time. I'm not using his dream appearance because his dream appearance is ugly. So, Logan. He's, you know, he's definitely a character. He's one of the characters of all time, I think. I don't even know where to start with him. There's so much. He's so annoying. We all know this. If you've seen even the first episode of Dreams, you know he is so annoying. I think, like, he's definitely the most annoying character in the show. Like, I hate this man. I hate him so much. He is such a brat. I could call him much worse names, but I won't. He very much is he's one of those characters in shows where whenever they come on screen, I am fearful of what they will do next. I am always terrified to hear what will come out of this man's mouth, because you never know what he's gonna do. You can never predict his next move, other than him being a jerk and saying cringe things. You can always predict that, but you can never quite predict what he's going to say. And another thing of him is that he, like, makes awful music, and it's like a big, not really a big part of his character, but it's like a notable part of his character. He raps an old lady into submission, or at least he tries to. He plays this terrible mixtape. Like, he's just, he's a lot, man, and I know that everything I've said very much sounds very critical. However, how do you like them apples? I just really like him. I feel the need to justify this because I can point out, like, so many things that I hate about this man. He makes me cringe out of my body. I hate him so much. But at the same time, like, he's really entertaining. And, like, the group would not be the same without him. He is so yeah, he is insane. I just, like, I think the moment where I actually realized that I really do like him is in, I think it's episode 9 or 10, the one where he gets, like, trapped in the nightmare castle. He had, like, an actual moment there. Like there were things going on in his mind, in his brain. He had, like, thoughts, which I didn't think he was capable of. But yeah, that episode, it's, like, one of the best in Dreams, because there is, like, time for the characters to just breathe and be, and Logan gets that time, and it does him so well. It just it does so much for him as a character, and I think it very much makes me understand him as a person. I think I get what he's about, and he is cringe. He is awful, but also he lives in my head rent-free, and I love him. And also, I gotta say, if he didn't have the voice he has, I probably wouldn't like him as much. It's a really biased thing to say. I'm fully aware of that. But the performance is good, in my opinion. Like, he's so annoying, but it's so endearing. He has one of those voices. I personally enjoy it quite a lot. So anyway, Logan, first fave. That's terrible. This tier list already probably looks crazy. Hey yo, it's Z-Blob time. It's Z-Blob time. I bet you Z-Blob fans are excited for Z-Blob time. Okay, so Z-Blob. I'm sorry, y'all. Also, that is way smaller than the other images. Hold on. There we go. He's bigger now. Anyway, Z-Blob, he's fine. He's okay. He's like the cute mascot and nothing more, and that's kinda sad. Like, I'm disappointed that there's not much to him. Like, he's supposedly really important because he's like proof that dreams can come to the real world or whatever, but like, he's such a nothing character. Like, I know him being silent was an intentional choice, and it does make sense for him as a character to be silent, but also I personally just I can't get much of an insight into who he is or his thoughts without any dialogue. That might be a me problem, where I just need words to understand people. But yeah, because I can't understand his actions, like why he does things or what he thinks of things, I tend to find his antics more annoying than endearing, which endearing is what they were probably intending for him. Like, he's cute, yeah, but I just don't care for him. I just don't care. Oz. Another nothing burger. I get nothing out of this man. It feels like him being here was just a necessity to move the story along. And that's valid. I understand that. I understand that they needed a character like that. But also, he does nothing for me. He's just kinda boring and kind of there. I will give it to him. The performance is good. His voice performance, very good. I did not recognize who it was, as always with his roles. So, phenomenal work, as always. I just don't care for the character very much. Alright, we have Albert. I bet you forgot he existed. Because boy howdy, so did I. I don't like him. See, the thing is, Albert serves little to no purpose. He's a comic relief character. There's a car outside. Anyway, he's a comic relief character who is not funny. And I think that is his greatest sin. Being, like, his only purpose is to be funny, but I don't find him funny, so obviously I'm not gonna get anything out of him. He doesn't need to be here. I think things would be better if he wasn't here, because he's not funny. And like, Oz doesn't really need a sidekick. If you wanted to give Oz a companion, why not make it someone who's present in the war? I don't know. Maybe make them, like, important in some way other than whatever the deal is with Albert. And maybe Albert was in the war, I don't remember. I'm not looking it up. I will look it up to correct myself in editing, but I'm not looking it up right now. TLDR, don't care for him, not funny. I think we're just gonna finish up the Earth characters, just get all those out the way. Here's Nova. she's, like, important, but she's not important, and for that reason, she is a nothing burger. She is giving nothing. Go girl, give us nothing. Like, she, if I'm not mistaken, is the girl who made the Insomniacs Club, which is supposed to be important, but it wasn't important, and she's not very entertaining. Like, she's a fine enough character as is. I just wish there was something more going on with her. Like, she's giving nothing. I don't know how many times I can say she's giving nothing for you to get the point. I forgot one character. I forgot the last human character. Which probably does not bode well for where I'm gonna put her. You know it. You love it. Nothing burger. Go girl, give us nothing. She is such a nothing character. Apparently, she's, like, important to these people, but, like, she's so unimportant. I literally don't care. I just don't think she's important or interesting enough to deserve to have her own set. I'm sorry. She just doesn't... And in the show, she's not interesting. She's just kind of there. And that's okay. Like, I just... Not into it. Not into it. Alright, Lunia. First of the dream creatures. Lunia. At least I think she's a dream creature. She's not human, probably. Okay, so she's really, in concept, she's really interesting and really important. In execution, go girl, give us nothing. She's, like, so important, but she's so not important. Like, I wish we saw more of her as a person so we could understand more about her and not just, like, see her as exclusively this mythical being. Like, why? Just why? That's all the questions with her. Why and who? Those are my questions for her. And... Like, there's so much lore surrounding her. And for all that lore, I wish we got to know her as a person better. Like, all we know is that she was in the war and Nightmare King, you know. And, like, I'm disappointed. I wanted to see more of her. I like Lunia's hourglass is, like, more important than her. Lunia's hourglass gets more screen time than she does. And, like, she's probably dead, I think. But, like, could we have seen flashbacks with, like, more dialogue, please? Like, please? I'm begging you. Just give us something, man. Alright, I am very excited for these last ones. So we have Nightmare King. And he is good, but I'm waiting for him to be great. He is definitely a really interesting character. I would like to know more about him, because his backstory really left me with a lot of nothing. Like, it's serviceable, but I don't know, I wish there was something more to him, because, like, he does a good job of being cartoonishly evil, and that's probably his purpose and what the writers intended for him, but, like, I don't know, I just want to know a little bit more about why he's being so cartoonishly evil. Like, we know why, but, like, I don't... That explanation does not satisfy me. like, he's depraved. He needs more. I don't know. But his design is very good, and his personality is entertaining. He is cartoonishly evil, but he's funny. And I do really like him. Also, voice performance, really good. Of course, I couldn't tell who he was, because this voice actor always makes me have to check the credits and then be like, oh, it's that guy! Never sounds the same. Never, for some reason. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, the voice work for him is really good and makes him so entertaining. Just his personality with the voice and the design, beautiful. Great character. I'm just waiting for him to have more. I want more out of this guy. But we will never get more. He's in EBDB. I'm so excited. Let me tell you how excited I am to talk about Night Hunter. Let me tell you how excited I am to talk about Night Hunter. I'm keeping his image very big on here because we all know where he is landing on the tier list. I'm very excited to tell you about Night Hunter. Night Hunter is so cool. Just look at this man. Look at this man. Look at how cool he is. He is awesome. He is so cool. I love him. He's like brooding and maniacal, but also he is kind of a silly, goofy man. like he's just, oh, he's perfect. I have a hard time describing his energy because it's just so, he is drenched in it. He is drenched in vibes. I love him so much. His design is amazing. I love his design. He is a joy to look at. And he is a joy to watch on screen because of the performance. Clapping for the performance check. It's so good. His voice is so good. I love it. I love the way he sounds. Like, the voice. I could not have predicted that his voice would be this good, but it is, and it's giving. I love it. If I ever rewatch Dreams, I would be doing it purely for Night Hunter, because he is so good. He is amazing. Every time he's on screen, I'm cheering. He's just everything. I believe he carried this show. He is the reason I kept watching. And for that, I would like to give him the honor. Personal faves. Also, he's another character that raises more questions than are answered. Like, why did he betray them and turn evil? Why did he do this? They say it's because he wanted power, but like, are you gonna elaborate on that one, maybe? Like, I think you need to elaborate a little bit. Just saying he wanted power is not enough to explain why he, like, got corrupted and fell to the dark side and harasses children in the dream realm. I need more explanation, but I love him so much. He's already so good. That's like my one complaint, is that he needs more backstory. And also, he is the one who created the funniest moment in Dreams, where Night Hunter, we see him once in the waking world. Only once. And he wakes up this one time to go stalk Matteo and threaten him in real life. And that is hilarious. Like, this man has nothing better to do with his time than go harass a child in real life. Like, does he not have a job or a family? Like what is going on in this man's life where he just has the time to do this? But anyway, yeah, Night Hunter. Night Hunter, I really like him. Alright. You probably aren't expecting this guy to show up. It's Sneak. Okay, so he definitely seems like a Nothing Burger character. I will give you that. If this were anyone else's tier list, he would be Nothing Burger. However, in my heart, he has the vibes. He's just such a character. He's definitely one of the characters ever. He is joyous. I love this little man. And his scene with Logan, like his moments spent with Logan are so strong that it makes me like him a lot. Like I already would have liked him, but the interactions and relationship he has with Logan is so sweet. And I want them to be friends. They will not be friends, but I want them so badly to be friends. And also, yes, part of it is the performance. He has the vibes. I just really like his voice. I think it sounds good. Like, yeah, he sounds kind of stupid, but I mean, look at this thing. Would it not sound stupid? I think it would. Alright, here's an out of left field one. Name this character. I can. It's the Masked Hero. What? Who's that, you may be asking? And to that I say, that's a valid question. He appeared in the first episode for 3 minutes, and he died. But man, he's so good. For those 3 minutes we had him, those were the most precious 3 minutes of my life. He is great. I love his design. His character builds so much intrigue. I want to know who this guy is. I want to know who he is, why he's here, what started the Night Hunter and crew chasing after him, and why did he have Lunia's hourglass, and why was he able to use it without any consequences? Like, usually, people can't just use other people's hourglasses willy-nilly, but he can? So, like, why is that? Who is this guy? He's really interesting, he's really cool looking, and you know what I'm about to say. The performance is really good. I love it. I love it so much. I love his voice so much. It sounds so good. The fact that such a good voice was attached to such an interesting character with such a good design, and they did nothing with him, makes me so sad. Like, he's awesome. He's so cool. Last character. Name this character. That one's easier. It's Sandman. You can tell. Look at him. Sandman. But yeah, Sandman. I think, just based on my opinions, with Masked Hero, you can see where he's going. Top tier. That is a top tier character. I love him. He's so interesting. And he has a great voice. He sounds so good. He just sounds like he's smiling, and I love it. He's so theatrical. I hate him. He's so good. But yeah, he's so interesting. His design is whack and kind of ugly. But it's okay because he's a really interesting character. He's just a guy that repairs hourglasses and he lives in this big tower. Like, what, huh? How did he start doing this? How did he start doing this? Why did he start repairing people's hourglasses? Why does he have the ability to repair people's hourglasses? Why does he live here in nowhere in this giant tower? what is going on with him? And also, like, does he ever leave? Does he ever leave the tower? Like, what does he do on a day-to-day basis? Because surely people are not coming to him with hourglasses to fix every day. Is he just like a general handyman who happens to also do hourglasses? Because, like, what is his role here? What is going on? There's so much lore attached to Sandman that makes him such an interesting character who I wonder about so much. And, like, they do nothing with him. Like, he's here, and then he's gone. And I'm really sad about it, because he's one of my favorites. I really like him. I think they should have done more with him, especially for all of the foreshadowing they had for him in the first 10 episodes. Like, that was the entire, like, main objective of the first 10 episodes, was to find Sandman. And then for a couple more after 10, I think. But yeah, that was, like, their main objective. And then they find Sandman, and it's like, nothing. It's like so nothing other than, like, okay, they introduce Sandman, who is a great character, strong personality, interesting design, good voice, interesting lore. He's such a good character who should be used, in my opinion, and yet he isn't, and that makes me very sad. He appears just like Masked Hero for 3 minutes, and then he's gone for the rest of the show, and I'm so sad about it. I love him very much. He is such a fave. But yeah, I wish he got more screen time. He needs more screen time. So yeah, that's it. That is the Dreams tier list. That is the LEGO Dreams tier list. I think I have bad takes. Man. LEGO shows. I always have the worst opinions. But yeah, Dreams. Dreams is a show with characters that I think are interesting. That's the conclusion. That's what you're getting out of this. Thank you for watching my insanity, and we will be back next time, where I don't know what I'm gonna do. If you need a takeaway from this video. If you need a takeaway from this video, it's that Night Hunter is the best Dreams character. That's it. That's the takeaway. Night Hunter is the best Dreams character. Thank you. Goodbye.